Hello, assalamu alaikum to all of you, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss market failures. Let me share the screen with you. When it will visible, just inform to me. Okay, okay. First of all, I will give you the introduction. Market failures means why the market will be failed. We will discuss different reasons behind that. Later on, we will discuss how the government will intervene to overcome those problems. It's a very easy. Market will be at that time. Market will be failure at that time when we will allocate our resources inappropriate. Means misallocation of resources. We will not allocate our resources on public goods because we have interest to maximize the profit. So one by one, we will discuss type of market failures also. But first of all, let me give you the introduction. What's the meaning of market failures? We can write down like this. The market does not produce the market does not produce the optimal quantity optimal quantity of goods and services or the benefits and costs are not distributed fairly. So we will discuss types of market failures also one by one. First one, I will write down public goods. First, I will write down the definitions means what's the meaning of public goods. Then I will explain how it can be the cause of market failures. First of all, goods that are non-excludable, goods that are non-excludable excludable. Non-excludable means you cannot stop people from using them. Cannot stop goods that are non-excludable. Non-excludable means cannot stop people from using them, and non-rivalrous. What's the meaning of this one? The meaning of this one is means one person's use does not reduce the availabilities for other. We can say like this. Does not availability for others. For example, if there will be market economic system where the resources will be allocated by the private individuals, so definitely they will allocate their resources not on public goods, because they do not have the motive to socialize the people, means to provide the social benefits to the peoples. They have their purpose to maximize the profit, so that's why they will allocate their resources on private goods, right? They do not care whether the goods are harmful for the society, means they have negative externalities. They will ignore these things. They will just fully focused on profit. So for example, let me write down the example of public goods. Examples of public goods means you can say street lights, national defense, and public parks. So let me write down the problem. What will be the problem on behalf of that? There will be a market failure. Private firms do not produce them, as I have already explained that they focused on profit maximization, not on social welfares. So private firms do not produce efficiently because They cannot make profit. If they will produce public goods, then they will not make profit. People can rewrite without paying. Okay. So first type of market failures means public goods, means the private firms will not produce these public goods. So public goods can be cause the reason of market failures. Next, we can write down externalities. What's the meaning of externalities? Then I will explain negative externalities and positive externalities. There are two types of externalities, but first I will explain the meaning of externalities. Means you can say cost or benefits. Cost will become negative externalities and benefits become positive externalities. Cost or benefit of a transaction that affect third parties who are not involved who are not involved in the transaction. Means negative externalities. What's the meaning of this one? Negative externalities means harms to the others. For example, pollution from a factory. Positive externalities, benefits to the others. Someone getting vaccinated, for example, vaccinated reduces disease spread. Okay, we will discuss problems. When there will be externalities, what kind of the problems can happen in the market? Due to those problems, there will be a market failures. So we will explain here. The market ignores these effects. We will say the market ignore these effects. Effects leading to overproduction of harmful goods and underproduction of, because market will be in a failure when we will produce, means overproductions of harmful goods and underproductions of those goods which will provide the benefit to the society, means underproductions of public goods and overproductions of private goods or harmful goods, demerit goods. So at that time the market will be failure. And underproduction, one. Next, monopoly power, means market power. It can also be the cause of market failures, because when there will be a monopoly, definitely they will not allocate the resources. They will try to increase the profit. So they will allocate the resources on that product which will be globally demanded, whether that has a positive impact on the society or not. So the third one will be mono monopoly power, or we can say market power also. First, I will write down the introduction of this one. Then I will explain how it can be a problem, how it can be the cause of market failure. So the first one, monopoly means when a single firm or a few firms dominate the market and can control prices. But we will not say few firms. If we will say like that, then it means there will be no perfect competition. There will be, sorry, in monopoly, there is imperfect competition. When a single firm or dominates the entire market and can control price. Let me write down the problem. Monopolies may reduce output and increase prices, causing allocative inefficiency and consumer politician. Next, it can be incomplete markets. What's the meaning of this one? Incomplete markets means when the market does not provide certain goods or services at all. Does not provide certain goods or services at all, even if they are needed. For example, no insurance available for certain natural disaster. So let me write down the problem. Peoples are left unprotected or without access unprotected or without access to important services. The last one is a factor immobility. Factor immobility means when labor or capital cannot easily move to where it's most needed. What will be the problem? Overall, in this chapter, you should keep in mind public goods are public goods and merit goods. These are the good for the society. So only if there will be planned economic system, the government will produce such type of goods because the government have the motive to provide the social welfare, social benefits. But when there will be a free market economic systems, they will focus to maximize the profit. So they will produce private goods and demerit goods. Demerit goods, they have the negative impact on the society, but they don't care. They just focus to maximize the profit. So all the time, demerit goods which have negative externalities on the society, they will be overproduced and public goods will be underproduced. When such type of scenario will happen means overproduction of private and demerit goods and underproductions of public goods and merit goods, when it will be happen, then market failure will be happen there. So problem lead to unemployment inefficient use of resources. When there will be market kit failure, then the government will intervene. Government interventions to correct Market failures. So first of all will be taxes and subsidies, means carbon tax and education subsidies, regulations and legislations. It can be provisions of public goods also. Price controlling means minimum wage and rent ceiling also. Promoting competitions like this. It was all about market failures. Take care, my dear students. Goodbye.